So I'm scrolling through my DMs and I open one and it is this clip that you are about to see here. Now, warning, what you are about to watch is quite disturbing. You're probably going to get angry. All right. You've been warned because what is going on in California is absolutely disgusting. And I'll put it this way. Gavin Newsom should get nowhere near the White House, to say the least. All right. Now, with that being said, make sure you guys hit that like button. Helps out with the YouTube algorithm. I would greatly appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed already, hit that subscribe button. As well as I have a second channel. I know some people don't know I have a second channel. The link is down below in the description box. It is called Extra Rich. All right. Go check it out. Hope to see you guys over there. But with that being said, let's hop on into it, shall we?
Only on Fox 11 tonight, shocking and disturbing discovery in South Los Angeles. Some homeless now living underground inside the city's sewer system just to survive. Fox 11's Matthew Sudorf joining us live after witnessing these conditions firsthand. Matthew.
Yeah, Christine, this is bad, and the area isn't safe either. We actually had to drive a few miles away just for safety reasons for this live shot. But the things we saw, we won't forget. An up-close, exclusive look underground at living conditions too extreme for words. It's hard to imagine someone living in there. Trash, human waste, and an overpowering stench. I gotta get back. Just moments earlier, we watched someone climb out of that storm drain using the sewer as shelter. Water.
It has gotten so bad in California that you have people sleeping in the sewer. Now, this is a state that has spent billions of dollars on the homelessness issue. And yet you still have people not only sleeping on the streets, which I would argue there's more people sleeping on the streets since these billions have been being spent. But now you got people sleeping in the sewer, which smells so bad that the man couldn't even stand near it. He was gagging. And yet Democrats will tell you that Gavin Newsom should be in the White House. You can't even run a state, let alone an entire country. You are smoking something otherworldly if you think Gavin Newsom would make a great president when he can't even run a state well. Like, and this is just one issue, right? I've covered the whole issue of gas prices in California, how his policies have literally caused gas prices to go up and refineries to shut down and literally leave the state. Just say, you know what, we're out of here. It's crazy stuff, man. Let's keep it going.
Using the sewer as shelter. Water and food. Her answer's hard to understand. But the area, 88th and South Grand, overwhelmed with RVs, tents, and trash.
Hello, yes.
Juan Nala with nonprofit Clean LA with Me was picking up garbage here Monday.
We got a lady living down there.
When he saw not one, but two people emerge from the storm drain.
I can't explain that. You know, a person living like a rat, worse than a rat. Come on.
Hello. And just 2 weeks ago, it happened again.
Somebody's living in there.
Another street in South LA, another person living underground.
It's a human. It's a human being. Why are we accepting this? Why? All the officials, they have to do something. They have to fix this problem.
It pisses me off. That's why I was like, what y'all doing? Finna tell them to clean it up?
Neighbors angry say they've reported the problems but feel ignored.
Like, we need y'all help. We need that money. The public here need that.
A shocking snapshot of survival at its lowest point.
This person doesn't deserve to live like this. Not even the neighbors.
So I just got a statement from the mayor's office about 5 minutes ago saying that this is tragic and unacceptable, and then they're going to be out there tomorrow offering resources and help and trying to clean up this area the best they can. Reporting live tonight.
Nah, shut it. If they really wanted to fix the issue, they would have been fixed the issue. All right? That's just a bunch of lip service. It's just a bunch of lip service. Billions of dollars wasted. And I said this before. That situation will never be fixed until the people who are there to fix it are no longer paid to do it. You can't pay somebody to fix an issue. Not like that, at least. Because there's no incentive to actually fix it. Especially when the oversight is utter garbage. Which we're gonna get into that here in a second. But before we get into that, I want to play this clip of Barack Obama. Yes, I know, ladies and gentlemen. I know. But you're definitely gonna want to hear this. Because he doesn't really have too great of words for Gavin Newsom. Check it out.
The same would be true, let's say, here in Los Angeles around the homeless issue. I think morally, ethically speaking, it is an atrocity that in a country this wealthy, we have people just on the streets. And we should have we should insist on policies that recognize their full humanity, people who are houseless, and be able to provide them the help and resources that they need. But we should also recognize that the average person, doesn't want to have to navigate around a tent city in the middle of downtown. And that we're not going to be able to build a working majority and support for the resources that we need to help folks like that, whether it's drug treatment or temporary housing or what have you. We're not going to be able to generate support for it if we simply say, you know what, it's not their fault, and so they should be able to do whatever they want, because that's a losing political strategy.
Gavin. Which it is. It is. This whole thing of, it's not their fault, they just let them be. Like, no, it's cruel to let them be. Some of these folks genuinely need mental help. As you saw in the clip there, right? You could barely understand what that young lady was saying. At bare minimum, she may need some drug intervention services. I think at bare minimum, all homeless people should be taken off the streets and either put in jail because they refuse to get off. Because some homeless folks are homeless by choice. Now I feel like that's a tiny minority, a very, very tiny minority. Others should be put in drug intervention facilities, right? Because some of them are just complete addicts. Others should be put in asylums. Some of them, because some of them just mentally aren't there anymore. But then others who have fallen on hard times because of how terribly some places are run, Gavin, California, just genuinely need assistance. Hey, here's this job, here's that job, here's some fresh clothes so you can go for the interview, blah, blah, little bit of something to get back on their feet. But that's not going to happen until the people who are there to fix it aren't paid anymore. Stop throwing money at this. Like, Democrats' solution to anything is just throw more money at it. And it's just like, you've spent billions on this issue, and it's gotten worse. Now, of course, there's a reason why it's gotten worse. Because of the lack of oversight, the lack of organization, the lack of leadership from Gavin Newsom, of course. Because I want to play this other clip from News Nation. And this is just one instance. Check it out.
$3 billion sent to LA County over 4 years is completely unaccounted for. That's $2.3 billion that could have been used to clean up this, or find housing for people who live like this, or to fix this part of Venice Beach, where people own million-dollar homes but are too afraid to walk their dogs because of this. There have already been 2 indictments linked to his probe, but U.S. Attorney Bill Asaley says there are a lot more to come. I spoke with him earlier.
Billions of dollars gone missing. And I talked about this the other day with the California overpass. I want to see if I can pull that back up really quickly. The wildlife overpass. Let me see if I can pull that up. because it is absolutely ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous what is happening in California. Like this guy is just utterly pathetic, man. Just pathetic. Where is it? Here it is. Here it is. Check this out. Well, we're not gonna play the music. Check this out. This is supposed to be a wildlife overpass, you know, to make sure the wildlife has a place to, you know, cross the highway safely. This is years in the making, ladies and gentlemen. That has taken years to do. And guess how much money has been spent on it already? $114 million to do this. It don't cost $114 million to do that. Nor does it cost billions of dollars to fix the homeless crisis. It doesn't. It costs money, of course, but not billions. Not billions. Because, I mean, clearly we've seen they've thrown billions at it and it's only gotten worse. Okay. Something else is happening as well with this homelessness stuff. Some of them are being paid. Not exorbitant amounts of money, but they're being paid for their signatures. Check it out.
God, we're gonna give you $2. We just need 14 signatures.
The petitioner Brenda Brown hands cash money to the homeless person, not only for signing the California ballot initiative, but also as payment for them to register to vote.
Now, because you haven't registered, I need to register you so I can get paid too. I'm paying you guys, I need to get paid.
That is a federal felony. And it didn't just happen once, it happened over and over and over again. We personally witnessed and covertly filmed this happening at least 28 times over the span of our investigation, and that is just in Los Angeles. Many of the homeless have zero understanding of what it is that they're actually signing.
But what is our petition for? You know? What's the petition for?
I do not know.
The petitioners instruct the homeless to enter made-up addresses like Pinocchio Lane.
What do I put as my address?
Yeah, just put you live on Pinocchio Lane.
Oh, you can just fake it.
Oh, good.
And all of this occurring just outside the front doors of shelters and NGOs such as Weingart Center, which have received hundreds of millions of dollars in government money. One Weingart employee tells us when and where to find the illegal cash exchanges for signatures outside, and says the cash being given out is coming from a higher source.
Do you know if they provide the money that they're handing out?
Yeah,
the company
that's what they do. When they give the money out, they got to go back and tally up if they stealing the money or not, so they got to have signatures. Most of them they be right across the street under that tree. You can check with them Monday through Friday.
While another Weingart employee advises the homeless on how to practice plausible deniability and ignorance of the law.
See, they say ignorance is no excuse for the law. But a lot of times I have to say I didn't know. I had no idea.
Oh, that would be what he should say.
He should say.
Yeah. The petitioners orchestrate an elaborate pyramid scheme of unregistered petition circulators.
If I were to hire you, you would be under me. Yes. I'm under my son, I'm under him, and you under me. So it's like a pyramid game, and really, I don't need you, you need me. I don't need you.
One of the petitioners threatens to attack one of our journalists.
Go down the street, bro, before we move you down the street.
You see? So not only is Gavin Newsom absolutely, useless. Pathetic, absolute pathetic governor, and should never be anywhere near the White House. But he's allowing billions of dollars to be stolen. Even Barack Obama himself said it's not a winning formula, calling him out. But there's also crazy amounts of fraud going on right on the streets, paying people to register them to vote. Now, why would you be registering a homeless person to vote? You know that homeless person ain't showing up to vote. Yeah, it's common sense, ladies and gentlemen. It's common sense. If it walks like a duck and quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. They're voting for those homeless people. In my assumption, why else would you be registering homeless people to vote? They're homeless. They're on the streets. They don't give a crap about voting. You're voting for them. That's what it is. But as always, get in the comments, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know your thoughts and your opinions. Make sure you show up in these midterms in massive, massive numbers. Because, of course, that's just one city. If you think that's where it ends, you'd be sadly mistaken. All right? Stay safe out there. Peace and love. I'm out.